Hey guys, so I just learned something new and I wanted to share it with you guys since you are my closest friends. I just learned something from someone and this is a feather in my cap, and so I wanted to also give you a feather in your cap. So this young lady I just got done talking to was telling me that her job was going through a set of layoffs. Now, I've known this girl for years and her company has done layoffs for as long as I have known her, and that has been more than a decade. And she was saying that, you know, that people are getting laid off and that it's all because of Trump. And that took me off guard because I just was not expecting her to insert him in this conversation. But hey, I should know better, because whenever I talk to a Democrat, they always insert Trump. No matter what is going on, they insert him in whatever happens. They have made this man a scapegoat, and they are gonna, you know, they're gonna ride this thing for the next 4 years, probably the next 20 years. So I said, what does Trump have to do with your company doing layoffs? And she said, because he said he's going to lay off all of the Democrats. I said, what are you talking about? And I said, do you work for the government? And she said, no. I said, where do you work? So when she told me where she works, because I never asked because I don't really care and I don't talk about things I don't care about. And so she told me, I said, so this is a private owned company. And she said, yeah, but you know, more than likely the CEO voted for Trump. And I said, what does this have to do with laying people off? And she could not give me an answer. And she told me that it's a video of Trump saying it. And she saw this video. I said, pull it up. And she couldn't pull it up and she couldn't find it. I said, I need you to stop, and I'm going to stop, and I want us to search for this video of Trump saying this. I said, because what I think you heard is that he's going to cut the Democratic programs that are wasting money. I said, so every president that comes into power tends to cut the fat. They tend to get rid of programs that they are not on board with. They fire people that they are not, you know, that should not be there. Every single president does this. The same way every single president deports people. I just find it is so sad and disgusting that everything that happens is now Trump's fault. Now, y'all, I am trying my best to not have to make a video every day. I am trying my best to just live a peaceable life and just keep this stuff to me. But a lot of times I hear this stuff and I am just in utter shock and disbelief that people can be this ignorant and simple. And so if you want to ever hide anything, like people have said just for years, just put it in a book. She didn't want to hear the truth. She did not want to know what he really said. Nobody cares what he really said. All they live on are sound bites. Sound bites that have been twisted out of shape, and they take that and they make that law so that they can have another reason to blame someone else. If this girl gets laid off, it's going to be because of the company is probably trying to take care of the bottom line. They, you know, every company has to do it. Sometimes if things are happening, you gotta let go of people. This has nothing to do with who is in office. If you work for a private owned company, that is that company's decision to keep you or lay you off. It has nothing to do with whether the CEO voted for Trump or not. It does not matter who anybody voted for. There was a time in the 90s when I worked in a corporate job and I didn't know who voted for anybody. I did not make a single assumption. I did not care. I knew that the onus for my life was on me. Not once did I ever try to blame anybody else. Even now, when people come in and they tell me things like that they couldn't come because of money or whatever the case is, nothing in me thinks, well, you know, it's because of Trump and he's in office, blah, blah, blah. If anything, I think it's because of Biden, because he's the one that messed the economy up. He was the one that was in office for the last 4 years, not the man that just got back into office less than 300 days ago. So I do not think of those kind of things, but also I am not someone who blames another race for my life. We have gotten to such a dangerous place, and this man has become a literal villain, and I feel so bad for him. I just pray that God's protection covers him even after he gets out of office, because if people are walking around thinking that they are failing or whatever the case is because of him, they're going to hate him. and they already do. And I really do blame the media and the Democratic Party, unfortunately. So that's all. I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to let you know that the layoffs that are happening are because of Trump, and this is what I was told. And that's sad. Even though there's no proof of that, we're just going to blame him for everything. And also, if you cannot lose that stubborn last 5, 10, 15 pounds, that also is because of Trump. If your hair is shedding, that also is because of Trump. You know, if your car is dirty and you can't seem to get it clean, you already know it's because of Trump. So that's that.